and welcome back to Holy Discourse. Today we are watching CoffeeZilla, which apparently Trump has dropped a meme coin. I've only watched like 10 seconds of this, so we're just jumping into it.
Launched a meme coin. Welcome back to the Void. This is not how I wanted to start my 2025. Let me tell you that right now.
He looks like just disheveled, like, dear God, why? Like, why is this happening? What is 2025? We just started. Please stop.
Here's the tweet. My new Donald Trump official meme is here. It's time to celebrate everything we stand for. Winning. Join my very special Trump community. Get your Trump now. Go to gettrumpmemes.com. When you go there, you join the Trump meme, which is buying something and hoping it goes up in value. Currently, that stands at a 13.
Okay, if you voted for Trump or if you didn't vote for Trump, I don't care. At the same time, why does he do stupid things like this? Like, why? People are gonna be like, oh, it's just like a meme and stuff like that. But people are gonna actually like invest in this. And the thing is like, no creator, no future president admits that like it's just gambling. And just like gambling, you know, where they say like, oh, the house always wins, like there's going to be people that are part of the house that are going to, you know, win massively on this. That doesn't mean you can't win something on, you know, gambling or crypto or whatever. But you should know that it's gambling. Like, you should be informing your audience, like, hey, if you want to do this, this is fine, but it's gambling. Like, even Boogie was like, well, I told people not to invest in this. I'm like, you still didn't, like, say, like, hey, this is gambling. Like, you're just like, hey, you should invest. But, I mean, don't invest because it's not, and it's like, I don't know. I don't think there's enough warnings with, like, crypto. Like, if you want to get into that, go ahead, get into it. But at the same time, like, you have to be aware of like what you're doing. And I don't think there's really any crypto companies that's doing that. I mean, we're even seeing like gambling sites like getting away with, you know, people gambling underage and stuff like that. So, I mean, ethically what's happening on the internet right now is it's not good.
$15 billion market cap, because nothing matters, which you know is great. I think that's cool. I think that's awesome. In addition, $12 million has been made in fees already just on the trading volume, which is over $1 billion so far. And I think that's even better. I'm joking. I don't even know. I'm speechless, actually. I don't know what to say. It's historic in its stupidity.
Aren't you not like allowed to like make like business things that's like supposed to support your business as like an upcoming president or a president? Like, wasn't that like a whole thing in his last term was, you know, is he making money from like his businesses? Like, is it really handed off to his children or whatever? Wasn't that like a huge scandal or something? I feel like there was something massively with that, and now he's just like running a crypto thing and everyone's just kind of like, okay.
It's historic in its grift. The level of scam here to use the days before your presidency, your inauguration, to use that as a hype project for the meme. Like, did this guy want to do the presidency the second time, or was this the meme coin hype plan? We're 2 days away, okay? Understand, we are 2 days away from an inauguration. I mean, should he be writing a speech? He's launching a meme coin. Okay.
No, he's got people he can pay for to do that, just like every other president, pretty much. Other than maybe like way back in the day, but for the most part, I'm sure they pay for those speeches. I'm sure a lot of them don't write it themselves.
The start of the grift. Then you have to understand that the Trump meme coin, which has no value, no intrinsic value, 80% is owned by the Trump camp. Only 20% goes to the public. 10% went to the liquidity pool, and 10% went to the public allocation. Here's the rest of it. This is their website, gettrumpmemes.com. And yes, I've thought at first this was a hack. I was like, there's no way this could be true. They also have a, Donald Trump Truth Social post about it. Phantom Wallet has, verified it. I hope to everything that I will wake up and find I've been deepfaked. Let me just say that for the record. If this is wrong, and this is just sort of an initial reaction thing, I will do a follow-up if there's more details that come out. I mean, it seems like a straightforward grift to me, but I hope that I'm wrong. But at least at first glance, it appears to be what it looks like, which is a former president about to be president using the hype of their campaign to launch. I mean, it's so insane. I mean, it's funny in its insanity, but it's also gross in how cynical it really is.
I mean, yeah, it could be someone, but at the same time, you could see him doing that. He shouldn't be, but if he is, and that's not right. It's like people getting mad over him putting the Constitution in the Bible. It's like the Constitution has nothing to do with they're two separate entities, and you're adding stuff to the Bible, which in the Bible it talks about not doing that, and you're just doing that, and it's just, there's things as a Christian that I don't agree with what Trump does. I don't really stand on any political side. I'm pretty in the middle. Kind of, I guess you would call me a libertarian. I'm just kind of like, the government needs to stay out of my business and other people's businesses. But at the same time, I'm like, there's got to be some sort of legal action for, stuff that could harm people or, stuff like that. But
you have to understand, most of the people who actually buy this, sincerely buy this, are diehard Degen crypto heads who might make some money because they spend all day on Dex Screener looking for coins, and they caught this at 100K, or they caught this at 10 million, and now it's 13 billion, right? They're gonna make money. Most people who this is actually targeted at, which is normies, who go, what's a Solana? What's I just learned about what Bitcoin was. What's a smart contract? Can I buy it with a credit card? The people buying this with a credit card? Roasted, dude. Game over. Obliterated. You're gone. You're done. You're never gonna. And then, by the way, of course, the third group, besides the snipers, the people, the degens who are looking for this, are going to make money. The public's going to get wrecked, and then the other people are going to make money. Obviously, the people who are going to make the most money are the insiders. Number one, the part of the Trump camp that knew this was coming out, knew the contract address, who got it right when it launched, right? Obviously. The other people who are going to make money are the insiders who are going to get the rest of this 80%. So basically, Trump launched this through CIC Digital, who I think he launched his other NFTs with. According to this article by ABC, CIC Digital is fully owned by the Donald Trump Revocable Trust. So it's kind of unclear exactly, is he getting paid a licensing deal for this? Is he just one of the guys? It's not that clear. But let's just break down, because I think that's kind of intentional that it's not that clear.
But it still kind of proves that he's probably
so there's 6 groups who are getting the rest of the 80%, and they're all labeled very obscurely, it's just, very obscurely, it's just, creators in CIC Digital 1. CIC Digital 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's it. That's all the description we get, at least on this page. And you can see that they're not locked up at the start. They have a 3 to 12 month lockup duration, depending on the group. And basically, they unlock over 24 months. That's the punchline. So over 3 years, all of this will be unlocked. This token will be diluted by the rest of that 80%. What I think is so cynical about this is that it's going to fully vest during the presidency. So it's there's no way that they're not going to get millions of dollars out of this. They're going to extract so much value from the Trump base and degens, of course, but it's insane. It's going to be the historic grift. I honestly can't believe it. I'm waiting for someone. Is somebody going to stop this? Is this allowed? But yeah, no, it's insane. I mean, how could this not? How do you expect people to lose interest in a coin when the guy is running the free world? And that's not an endorsement, because the coin is going to be sold by insiders. But it's I saw a tweet that I was just yes. Somebody goes, crime is legal, and that's how I kind of felt about that. I was that's how it feels right now. To say it's a conflict of interest is
yeah. So there's ethical ways to run crypto, and there's non-ethical ways. And I think there's so many things happening right now of so many companies or so many people in general doing it unethically, that the fact that the, future president is promoting this when there's not enough what do you want to call it, like laws or warnings of stuff. It's just not something that you can promote, because you may be running it ethically, but there's so many people running it unethically right now, and there's not enough regulation in general that it doesn't make you look good in general. And that's something like in a presidency going into it, you want to look good. You want to be like, I am for the people, and the people that voted for me, or, like, I'm going to do right by them, and I'm going to do right by even people who didn't vote for me, and I'm going to just try to be the best president possible. So I think him doing this is a double-edged sword, because people could look at it like, oh, well, there's ethical companies running crypto, so he could be one of those ethical people, or people could see it in another way too, of there's so many unethical companies and people running crypto that, I mean, I don't remember who the kid was, but there was a kid that recently just did a pump and dump. I mean, if kids are doing it and making money off of it and scamming people, it's like, come on, man, you can't be doing this right now. If you did a bunch of regulations and made it more ethical, and then you're like, hey, I want to start a coin or whatever, then fine. But right now, where it's at, I don't think it's a good idea.
Insulting all the people who've had conflicts of interest before. It's so crazy to use the presidency in this manner to pump a meme coin to enrich yourself, insiders, and basically everyone but your standard base, right? Because the standard Trump guy and girl, they aren't crypto people. Maybe a little bit. A part of his base has become crypto people because of this new crypto turnaround he's done in the last few years. But besides those people who've already gotten the coin, before you watch this thing, they already got the coin. It's a disaster. It's a disaster for most of his supporters. And that's what is the grossest part of this whole thing, is you're not only doing the world dirty, your own fans are gonna get wrecked on this. Look, obviously the website gives the old boilerplate, we make no promises the Trump meme will increase in value or maintain the same value you paid as the amount you paid to purchase same. So misspelled that. Nice. This totally wasn't thrown together last minute, guys. Last minute to take advantage of this incoming inauguration of the president of the free world. The Trump meme website states that it is not political and has nothing to do with any political campaign or political office or government agency. Honestly, I think they're going to backtrack on this one. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, there's no way they fully embrace this. It's too insane. They're going to pretend that they weren't behind this. They're going to I don't know what they're going to do, actually.
I was going to say we'll see how this plays out. I think it's definitely going to be interesting, because he's either just going to ignore it or make a big deal out of it, and I don't feel like there's going to be any in between.